Have you ever wondered what happens when you're put under anesthesia? Picture this. One moment you're chatting to the doctor, and the next, you're waking up hours later. The procedure all done. It's like a magic trick, isn't it? But it's not magic, it's science. Anesthesia, a phenomenon that has long fascinated and puzzled us. It's what makes many of our medical procedures possible, yet it remains shrouded in mystery. Today, we're going to demystify the science behind anesthesia. Anesthesia, in its simplest form, is a state of controlled, temporary loss of sensation or awareness. It's like a light switch that doctors can flip, allowing them to perform procedures that could otherwise be too painful or distressing. Imagine trying to fix a leak in a pipe while water is still gushing out of it. It would be quite a challenge, wouldn't it? This is where anesthesia comes into play. It essentially turns off the part of your body that's being worked on, giving doctors the peace and calm they need to do their job. There are three main types of anesthesia: local, regional, and general. Each has a specific role and is used depending on the type and extent of the procedure. Local anesthesia, as the name suggests, is used for minor procedures and numbs a small specific area of the body. Think of it like putting a patch of silence on a noisy crowd. Regional anesthesia, on the other hand, numbs a larger area of the body, like an entire limb. It's like hitting the mute button on a section of that crowd. Lastly, general anesthesia renders you unconscious and is typically used for more invasive procedures. It's akin to silencing the entire crowd. Each of these types of anesthesia works in slightly different ways, but they all have one crucial thing in common. They make medical procedures safer, more comfortable, and more effective. Now that you understand the basics, let's delve deeper into the mechanics of anesthesia. Anesthesia works on the central nervous system, effectively switching off the areas responsible for feeling pain and creating memories. Now, let's delve deeper into the fascinating science behind anesthesia. Imagine the nervous system as a vast, intricate network of highways with messages or signals constantly zipping back and forth. These signals carry all sorts of information, including the sensation of pain. Anesthetics, in essence, act as roadblocks, preventing these pain signals from reaching their destination, the brain. The brain itself is a complex organ, teeming with billions of neurons, each firing electrical signals and releasing chemicals to communicate with each other. Anesthetics can alter this neural symphony, changing the rhythm and tune of the brain's activity. Now you might wonder, how does anesthesia ensure that we don't remember the procedure? Well, it's all about a region of the brain called the hippocampus, the maestro of memory formation. Anesthetics can inhibit the activity of the hippocampus, essentially making it forget to remember. However, it's important to note that the exact mechanisms of how anesthesia works are still a subject of ongoing research. Scientists believe it's a combination of blocking nerve signals and altering brain activity. Some anesthetics may work more on the brain, others more on the nerves, and some on both. While the science is intricate, the effect is clear. Anesthesia allows us to undergo surgeries and procedures without the burden of pain and the emotional trauma of remembering such experiences. It's akin to a gentle temporary suspension, a pause button, if you will, on certain aspects of consciousness. And once the procedure is over and the anesthetics wear off, the brain and nervous system resume their usual activity, as if waking up from a deep, dreamless sleep. So anesthesia not only numbs your pain, but also ensures you have no memory of the procedure. With such a critical role in medicine, it's important to remember a few key points about anesthesia. First off, anesthesia is not just about putting you to sleep. It's a carefully controlled process to ensure you feel no pain during medical procedures. There are different types of anesthesia, including general, regional, and local, each used depending on the nature of the procedure. Anesthesia's role goes beyond just pain management. It also helps with memory loss during procedures, so you don't have to remember any discomfort or stress. This is a crucial aspect of the patient's psychological well-being. The safety of anesthesia cannot be overstated. When administered by trained professionals, it's extremely safe. Complications are rare and usually related to factors other than the anesthesia itself, such as a patient's underlying health conditions. Anesthesia, a true marvel of modern medicine, making surgeries and procedures less painful and more bearable for millions around the world every day.